covering the community, events, and people of Georgia, Carolina. This is the Means Report. Here is Brad Means.
Hello, everybody, and thank you once again for joining us for the Means Report. We are grateful, as always, that you're spending part of your Sunday with us, and grateful to have a very busy agenda today on the broadcast. We're going to start out with great information when it comes to cancer and the research that's being done right here at home, research that is getting international attention. You'll be surprised, I think, many of you, to find out what's happening in our own backyard when it comes to cancer and the men and women that we have right here fighting it, researching it. Also, we're going to talk to Congressman Paul Brown. He wants to be the next senator from the great state of Georgia, and we're going to have a one-on-one interview to find out why he wants to take that step and what he vows to do for you if you vote for him. Also, great financial advice from Jeff Fairman just as 2013 gets in full swing. We'll hear from Jeff about what we need to do with our money this year. We're going to start out, though, with wonderful information when it comes to cancer research. Dr. Samir Khalif is the director of the Georgia Regents University Cancer Center. And Dr. Khalif, thanks for being back on the Means Report. We appreciate you.
My pleasure.
First of all, let's just give an overview to our viewers about the state of cancer in Georgia when it comes to number of cases. What are we seeing?
So Georgia actually is, from a number perspective, it's not that great when it comes to the nation. Now, we see around 40,000 new cases of cancer in Georgia every year. These are newly diagnosed. 15 to 18,000 of them usually die from the disease. The problem is, which is the number that I really would like to concentrate on, Brad. In the nation, nationally, the mortality or the death from cancer is decreasing for the past 5 years.
Okay.
110 counties out of 159 in Georgia, it is not. It's either the same or even increasing.
Why?
Well, there are many reasons that we need to, of course, look even further. But one, awareness is extremely important part. We need to make sure that our citizens within the state are aware of what they need to do regarding prevention, early detection, etc. Second, there are some causes of cancers that are pretty spread within the state, like smoking. Like human papillomavirus, and of course obesity. We're the third in the nation in childhood obesity, so this is a major problem. And the third part is low access. So in this case, many cancers, sometimes like breast cancer, is discovered later than the national average, so later stages rather than earlier stages. So this is something that's really very important, of course, in addition to the population, because we know that there are disparities in cancer. African Americans, men, die 3 times more than white men from prostate cancers. So these are really things that we need to look into and address.
Okay, somewhat discouraging news to start with, but let's get to the encouraging part. Last time we met, Georgia Regents University was striving for the National Cancer Institute designation for our cancer center. If we get that designation, might that lead to better awareness, better treatment?
Absolutely. It's actually not if we get it. The process to get there requires us to make sure that those things are in place.
Okay.
So to be able to get designated, we need to put all this infrastructure, which means community outreach, community awareness and education, having programs for early detection, and as importantly, of course, having strong research programs with strong clinical trials that we can provide our patients. All this increases the chances of curability and increases the chances of early detection and accordingly better outcome.
I got an email from somebody the other day who was taking part, or who had someone taking part in a pancreatic cancer trial at Georgia Regents University. You all are doing dozens of these things every day and we don't even know about them, right? You're researching all sorts of cancers.
We are.
And do you have participants from all over the region who are presenting with these cancers and hopefully helping you all learn how to treat them?
Yeah, so the clinical trial infrastructure has been developed very strongly in the past year. We have started now clinical trials. Some of them are first in the nation and first in human.
Yeah.
Very unique clinical trials like the pancreatic cancer that you're talking about. And we're having actually patients coming not only from Augusta or the CSRA area, but also even from outside the states seeking this care.
You getting any help from the government these days? Governor Deal working with you?
Governor Deal is a phenomenal friend. He's been extremely supportive since we started this endeavor a year ago. He visited the Cancer Center twice this year, and on a more practical and substantive also, he put a line item for the Cancer Center within the budget.
Great.
It started 5 and now it's 10. And also he's proposing a $45 million to build a new building for the Cancer Center, who's been a phenomenal friend.
You're also getting interest, in addition to that $10 million from Atlanta, from private companies that are coming in and helping you all with your research, correct?
That's correct. So we have agreements with cutting edge companies that are developing very, very state-of-the-art drugs. And those are companies that we have started collaboration with to enhance those drugs, understand their mechanisms, or even use them in clinical trials.
We think of government support. We talked about that. We talk about these private companies come in because they want to be a part of your business, your incubator that you have over there. Do you have investors who step forward and say, yes, I want to get on board with this. I want to be part of this cutting edge research. Does that happen?
So not private investors.
Yeah.
This is an academic institution, so in general there are not specifically private investors. Usually majority of it is company based.
Right.
Having said this, cancer centers, particularly in private institutions, depend to a large degree on philanthropic fundraising. This is an extremely important part of the well-being and the progress of cancer and cancer research within cancer centers. And this is a major part that we'll look for.
Just in the few seconds left, how can we help you? How can this community get behind Georgia Regents?
Well, I'll tell you, Brad, there is no way that we can progress without the help of the community. The community need to be involved with our activities, particularly in awareness education, need to be involved in our fundraising activities, and need to be completely with us. Call us. We have lots of activities that we can help with. And as you know, we have an 800 number that anyone can call for any questions, but this is also for, well, how can I be involved?
All right, we'll link you all to that information. Dr. Khalif, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Brad.
Appreciate it, Dr.
My
Samir
pleasure.
Khalif. When we come back, Congressman Paul Brown wants to be a senator. We'll talk to him next.